my phone's acting wonky. So here's part 2. Yes, the lady on Facebook page said she did a lot of embroidery. She taught herself by doing a lot of different kits from Dollarama. So I don't know what kind of kits she was using, but there's at least 4 or 5 I saw. So I settled on this one, and anyway, it comes with the items you need. The hoop is plasticky. It's not as good as a wooden hoop, but it's fine. So yeah, so I picked that up. Now the other things I want to show you are what I bought. Some I bought from Amazon, the others I bought from Class Act, and I can't remember which is which. I think this might have been Class Act. It's the Paisley embossing folder. What is, well, that must have been me. Okay, so it's called 3D. It's just a more intense, embossing folder. Like, it really sticks up. So this is what it looks like. It can even like make holes, like if you run it through too much. Trial and error. I've realized that no matter which embossing folder I want to use on any project, I have to get a sample of the same paper and try it and see if I can do it so that it embosses the way I want it to, and not do it too hard and make cuts. But anyway, this is the Paisley. And I showed you in my storage video how I make these little folders for myself. This one, I did not, this is a recent purchase. Again, I think this was from Class Act. It's called Folk Doodle. Correct? Folk Doodle. And if you care, the designer is Jessica Scott. So, it's that. And I didn't bother going over it to highlight it, and I think there's still some texture that didn't even come through, but I was afraid if I did it again, some cuts would happen. So that's what I mean. I have to play with it more, but it's gorgeous. And I also make notes in here on what I need to do. Anyway, bottom line is I have to practice before I use it on something that, you know, is going to be going into something else. And now I'm just rambling again. Okay, this is a mini one. I know I got this at Class Act. It's a small 3D. I just thought it would be good size for smaller tags or journaling cards. It's a 3D, they call it 3D texture. And this is botanical, mini botanical. And this is how it came out. So I colored it up with some green ink. So that's a good one. It's just small. And then this is almost like, I think it's the same thing but bigger. I think it's just called Botanical. Yeah, Botanical. 3D. What do they call it? 3D texture. Yeah, 3D texture, and then it says fades. This is what they call, the size is called A6. I think it's like, it fits a standard card, like a 4 and something by almost 6 inches or something. But I really like how this one looks. As you can see how it came out here. Not bad. And I also picked up, again, I can't remember where I bought all of these. Some were from Class Act, the store in Oshawa, and the others were from Amazon. So I haven't played with these yet, but these are the mini rectangles. You get 5 sets. So you get 25 dies, but you get 5 of each size. It's just like the hexagons I had bought, and I also have triangles. So I bought this kit. This, I believe, was from Class Act. This envelope, okay, this is like an ATC size card you can punch out. It just angles the corners a bit. And there's some other tickets and tags you can punch out. This envelope, I didn't bother putting, making it they call it a policy closure, I think. Policy envelope closure, where you get the string and you put it. I didn't bother with that. I just use it as an envelope on its own. Perfect size to put in your ATC cards. So if you're mailing to somebody, whether you use this as the actual, if you seal it and use it as the actual envelope, it's still a good way to make sure your ATC card doesn't get smushed up in travel, and it's just a good little storage pouch. Like, I gave Thelma Hall a few of those, so that's what she can do whatever she wants with them, but that's one thing she could do with them, as well as use them as envelopes in a journal. So I don't have any. Yeah, sorry, I don't have any of the envelopes handy. Of course, I left them all over there. So, and then this one I bought from Amazon with the gift card I had. So it makes this little envelope and a card that fits in here, and then a few other little goodies. I haven't really played with these ones. So if you notice, both kits come with numbers, a set of numbers, 0 to 9 and 0 to 9. Okay, 0 to 9. You get 3 sets of these. So it says 45 dies, but really 30 of them are the numbers. So it's really 15 are the rest. And over here it says 49 dies. Again, 30 are the numbers and 19 are the rest of these little pieces. Well, not the T, that's the logo. But I noticed on this one, I believe, the number 2 of my 4s are backwards. Like, I have to have a closer look, and I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, they're backwards. They're going to punch out backwards. Not that that matters, because you can just flip it over, but it'll look like it's the back of the number. It'll look like it's the back of the die, which really, in the end, doesn't matter. But yeah, so I have those on a separate little magnet sheet, and each of these has it on a separate little magnet sheet, the numbers, because they're so little and I didn't want to lose them. So yeah, so those are some of the things I have recently purchased. I apologize, I'm sure there's more stuff I'm not remembering. You know, these things happen. Anyway, so now I'm rambling, and the next thing I do want to buy is I want to look for some I've been using this glue stick. It's an old one I had forever, and it still works. It's fine. I found it's better than the one I bought from Dollarama, but I'm not really a big fan of glue sticks, but sometimes they are the best thing to use at certain moments. So I think I'm going to go to Staples and pick up some specific glue sticks. Anyway, yes, you will see that in a future video. I'll try to save up stuff, or maybe make a note of the things and then do a multi-haul video. Anyway, the rain, you can hear it. It's lashing against the windows. I love it. I'm definitely doing my errands tomorrow. And I hope you all have a nice, snuggly day staying inside. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.